Welcome, family and friends, to Mimi's Home and Garden. This isn't going to be a how-to video. This is from the heart. Putting up food. Is it a lost art? I've spent pretty much all spring and summer getting this garden going, and I'm working really hard to put up, as the country folks say, we like to put up our vegetables. It's not really prepping, it's really putting up. You're putting up corn, you're putting up beans, you're taking the fruits of your hard work and you're putting them up to use later in the winter months, in the fall and in the spring. It's a lot of work. I understand that. I can testify to that fact. And I get very discouraged when people say to me, well, you can just buy it at the grocery store. Why are you going to all that trouble? Well, those of us that like to garden and like to plant and like to put up food, it's ingrained in us. We can't help it. Every winter, we're ready to get our seeds going, and springtime, we're out in the dirt. And then when it comes time to harvest, whether you grow it yourself or if I go to the produce stand, like I picked up these peaches so that I could put these up. I can't grow peaches. I can't grow corn in my little backyard garden. So I can go to the farmer's market and support them. I do this because it makes me self-sufficient. I don't have to rely on others. I don't have to rely on the government. I don't have to rely on going to the grocery store. I think 2020 showed us how quickly things can disappear off the shelves. So I do it to be self-sufficient. I do it because it is ingrained in me to do this every year. I grew up out in the country. We had a huge garden. My mom taught me how to put up vegetables, how to can, how to dehydrate, how to put things up in the freezer the correct way. And I'm really concerned that this is a lost art because nobody is teaching the next generation. So that's why I do these videos. That's why I've got so many how-to videos on my channel, so that if there's somebody out there that really wants to become self-sufficient, they really want to do this on their own and not be dependent on the government for a handout, that's why I do these videos. I don't get a lot of comments, so I don't know if anybody's even really watching or paying attention. I know my own family, they're busy with their lives and their children and they don't have time, so I try to prepare for everyone in my immediate family. But I'm not going to be here long. I'm 60 years old. And the older you get, the harder it is. Who's going to teach people that you have to blanch vegetables before you put them in the freezer? Who's going to tell people which food you can water bath can and which you have to use the pressure canner? Who's going to tell the next generation how to grow food? They don't teach it in school anymore. There's 2 generations that have gone by now that we don't have home ec in school. We don't have agriculture in school. I just do not want to be dependent on the government to feed me who knows what. And I'm telling you, there's nothing better than fresh vegetables from either your garden or the farmer's market. It's so much better than what you get in the grocery store. So if anybody's out there listening and you don't know what to do, get you some books, follow some YouTube videos, and learn these basic skills. Learn how to grow in a pot if you don't have a garden. I don't have a garden. I live in a neighborhood, so all the things that I grow in either buckets or raised beds in my backyard. Learn how to do it. There's plenty of how-to books. There's plenty of videos out there. We've got to pass this on to the next generation. I'm very encouraged, though, on YouTube. I do see a lot of homesteading families that are trying really hard to grow their own food, to grow animals, chickens, goats, make their own cheese. It's very encouraging, but that's just a very small minority. So I hope that putting up food, as we say out in the country, is not a lost art. I hope there are people out there that want to learn this. that want to be self-sufficient and not waiting on a government handout. So all this that I picked up from the produce market now goes in my freezer, and I am able to eat from that all winter long. I don't have to worry about if the grocery store has food, because I've spent all summer putting up the food for my family, whether it's putting up the corn whole on the cob or taking it off the cob. I do this for the family, and I want to teach others how to do this and how to be more self-sufficient. I just think it is a lost art. I'm just really hoping that people will wake up, they will see what's going on in the world, and they will take heart, and they will start trying to do some of this. It's a lot of work. I'll be honest with you, I go to bed very tired these days. It's a lot of work, but it's well worth it. When I look at my shelves and I see my beautiful canned jars, or open my freezer and I see plenty of food that can help take care of my family. From peaches to blueberries to apples in the fall, strawberries, there's something every season that you can start putting up toward your good for your family. So I hope with this video, as you've watched me work and put things together and freeze and can and dehydrate, that you'll be motivated. I just really, really hope that there are people out there that still want to do this and want to pass it on to the next generation. So that's exactly why I make all these videos, for my family and friends, that they can, after I'm gone, they can go back and look and see, oh, that's how she did that. And it will be a blessing to them, I hope. You know, we're put on this earth for a reason, and we're put on this specific time for a reason. And I think we should do our best to help others, to take care of our families, and to love God, and to serve Him. And if this is my way, then I just pray I can be a blessing to others. So thank you so much for watching. If you've got any comments, please leave them below. I'd love to hear from you. If you have been on this same journey that I have for years, where you're putting up vegetables every spring and summer, and your pantry's full and your freezers are full, drop me a comment below. I really could use some encouraging words from others like me, because in my personal community, I really feel like I'm all alone out here. People think I'm crazy putting all this food up. This is just something that my parents did, my grandparents did, and they passed it on to me, but I'm not real sure if I can pass it on to the next generation, because there's just no interest there. Not when you can go to a big box store, buy everything in bulk, or you can call up Walmart, go online, put in your order, and they deliver it to your door. They've just made it so easy to be dependent on them, and I'm not going to do that. I want to be independent. I want to be self-sufficient. I don't want to be a burden on anyone. And maybe I'm a rare breed. That could very well be that I am a dying breed. But we'll see, because if you look at the circumstances around us, with the droughts, with the oil shortages, political uproars, it's not looking really good. We've got crazy weather. We live in very difficult times. So this summer, spending all my free time doing this work may very well be worth it. So thank you so much for watching. I'm getting ready to put these tomatoes in the dehydrator for some sun-dried tomatoes. These are extras that I've had sitting in my windowsill and I need to do something with. I've already canned a bunch of tomatoes. I've made pasta sauce. I've got it in the freezer and in jars. So now I'm going to pop these in the dehydrator for some sun-dried tomatoes. And here's just a quick peek of what I've got put up so far. Pasta sauce. I've got all my hot peppers in jars for hot pepper vinegar gifts. I've put up green beans by the bushels. I've made jams and jellies and lots of pickles, using up all those wonderful cucumbers. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you all have a very blessed day.